Hi everyone, welcome back to the second Woke Minds podcast. Sorry it's been so long. We just haven't been able to get together for the past 2 weeks. So I'm here with Peter.
Hey guys.
We're very tired. We completely forgot to record the podcast in the beginning of the night, so it's 10:15. We've decided to get started.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to start this one off with talking about the criticisms we got for the last podcast, and we have taken them to mind. So we've introduced something to make it so we don't interrupt each other every second. So yeah.
We got this button, okay? It's not a real button. It's a piece of paper, and it's just a circle, and Peter has written button incorrectly one of the times. It looks like it says butter on that one, but that's okay.
My handwriting's just bad. It says button. Don't worry. It's not an E. Don't worry.
Yeah, but we got a button, and we'll try not to talk as much about people in the school.
Yeah.
Apologies if anyone felt offended from the last one. I mean, we did mention someone, but we didn't mean to say anything in a bad light, so.
Yeah, because everything that we said in the last podcast was like, everything we were over it. Basically, all the drama, we're over it.
Yeah, it's not really a big deal at all. We're all good. So we're gonna start off by talking about whatever test Peter wanted to take.
If you go to if you're in my class, my English class right now, we do airs every Friday, or like we have to do it throughout the week. And today's this last week's air assignment was like eating dumb pigs. I thought it was kind of interesting because the article's was about like is it not okay to eat pigs because they have the cognitive ability of a 3-year-old, and if we were to genetically modify pigs to make them dumber, would that be unethical? That was the question.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty heavy. But I put my finger on the button because I thought it was great that you started it off with, if anybody here's in my English class, because it's so easily like implied that no one who we don't already know is listening to this.
Yeah.
Okay, but pigs. I don't care.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian. I eat food because I need food to survive, and I really like bacon.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about, like, I don't think, do you think it would be unethical to genetically modify pigs to make them dumber so they don't have to suffer as much?
I feel like that's, like, the opposite of being, like, suffering, or I don't think it's unethical. I mean, I think it's kind of advanced, and I think it's you're always gonna have a pullback when you try and introduce something like, modifying something's DNA. You know, you're always gonna have pullback from the public, and so if you're making them dumber, it's for a good reason. It's so they suffer less.
Yeah. I had an argument with a kid in my class, who's my very good friend. She thought that it was unethical because you were playing God in a sense, and I think that in an organization in that kind of organization, it would be scientists and it would be the government that would be involved because it's a food problem, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that in the multicultural population that we live in, the government can't judge how something is unethical by its playing God quotations, you know?
Yeah, as someone religious, I can agree. I mean, like, playing God, you can modify the DNA of something. It's advancing our culture as a whole. We're not destroying matter, which is what God, really playing God would be creating or removing matter.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it.
Yeah. I just think that, like, everything happens for, like, a reason. Like, science moves forward.
Hold on.
Okay. We're having some technical difficulties. Cut this out, Cole.
No, I'm not cutting it out.
Oh, okay.
Well, Peter should sound better now. I just forgot to set my mic settings to make it both sides, so it was making me louder, basically.
Oh, okay. I was saying something about pigs.
Something about pigs.
Science moves forward, and human nature is to push past certain, like, boundaries, I guess. And, like, I'm sure that back when they were creating, I'm trying to think of an example, like the plane, people wouldn't think it was possible, but like things like science keeps advancing, and to a point, someday we'll be able to like choose the eye color of our kid. You know, like, do you think that's unethical?
I mean, that's so hard to call because I've grown up in a world where it's not common for someone to be genetically modified. I think it's important. I don't know.
No, it's pretty common for genetically modify. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but it's pretty common to genetically modify because tomatoes, they've been genetically modified, like every single tomato, to be bigger, to be like thicker, you know? Because
Yeah.
cherry tomatoes are like the originals, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you're stepping it up to humans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's me and you, and I don't know. It's like beauty, things like that are something that affect us in life, and I think that if you're chosen to have pretty blue eyes when you're born, it's just not as special. You know, you won't have that special trait or ability to. I mean, you won't be able to be lucky to have blue eyes.
Yeah, so like in a sense, if like we're thinking about it, if we lived in a society where you can like choose like what you look like, everybody would be gorgeous, and then it wouldn't be like gorgeous wouldn't be gorgeous anymore. Have you ever seen that Die Rumpy Kid comic in like those do-it-yourself books where it's like the ugly kid?
I think there's a do-it-yourself book somewhere in this house, like
Yeah.
in my
And
downstairs.
it was like the ugly kid, he like gets his plastic surgery. He gets plastic surgery to be gorgeous, and then in the newspaper it's like, the new gorgeous is ugly, and then he's like, oh dingus, you know.
No, first of all, no, I don't know that. But that honestly brings up another thought in my mind: is it's almost like plastic surgery because it's something you're paying for cosmetically. You know, you can affect the eyes, the color of your eyes, recoloration. I can have surgery to have my brown eyes turn blue.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure the brown. Or correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but pretty sure the brown is a pigment. The brown is just covering the blue on my eye. You know how everyone is born with blue eyes.
Oh, that's cool.
So, I mean, I'm pretty positive that you can have your eyes turn blue. I don't think you can go from like green to brown or blue to brown or anything
Have
like
you
that.
heard of? There's like this disease that girls get. It's like they're born with it, and so they have like purple eyes. You ever seen this?
No, that sounds insanely cool though.
Yeah, they have like purple eyes, and they don't grow like hair except for on their head, like nowhere on their body.
Hold on, I'm going to look this up. Ignore the clicky clack in the background.
Yeah, like I saw it. I don't know if it's real or not. I just saw it somewhere on the internet, like maybe on like Instagram or something.
BuzzFeed.
I'm not looking at BuzzFeed articles. See,
it doesn't look like these. Oh, look,
yeah,
bald woman with like
purple
violet eyes. Oh yeah,
It's a mutation
yeah, that's what it says here.
on Pinterest.
Oh, Pinterest. That's a very official news site. If you
I know a
ask me.
person that gets their memes off of Pinterest.
It's not important, Peter.
I make fun of them like every day for it.
That's not worth mentioning.
I just like the purple eye thing, you know. I think there's so many like different like mutations out there. It's really cool, especially in India. You ever seen some of them?
You know what I really love is multicolored eyes.
That's
where you
a
have
thing.
one eye and the
Oh
other.
yeah, like anime characters.
I've only. Peter, if you want to talk, you put your finger on the button, mister. And second of all, I didn't even say first of all. First of all, if you want to talk, you got to put your finger on this really
button.
badly drawn
button.
oval on a piece of paper. And second of all, we've talked about being a weeaboo already. Peter is drawing anime eyes, and I'm not okay. Man, I love Peter's laugh. I hope you guys do too.
Like, have you seen in India? Why is there so many mutations in India? Why is there so many people that are mutated in India?
Peter, this might be I think you're stereotyping.
Freaking Indians are always mutated in some way. That's
we
a
almost
fact.
hung out with my only Indian friend today, Peter.
Yeah, he seemed like a cool guy.
He's a cool guy, but guess what? Craziest thing about him? Not even mutated.
Damn.
Right.
Wow. Breaking the stereotype. Wow, good for him.
But I'm pretty sure he's a snake charmer, so.
Tell me some stories about that kid. I haven't heard anything about him.
There's nothing important about him. He's a very normal kid.
Normal kid. Is he your new bestie since you're homeschooled?
I haven't seen him in like a month and a half, and he lives down the street from me.
Oh,
so
not your boyfriend. Boyfriend.
It's very sad.
Didn't you hang out with him like all summer with your two side chicks, homie?
My two side chicks. I have two very close friends, both girls. One doesn't like men. My best friend. The other,
Why do you have to mention that? One doesn't like men.
Well, you said she's my side hoe, Peter, so I don't see how that would work out.
Okay.
The other, not dating her.
Okay.
They're close friends of mine, though. And so is the little Indian boy from down the street, but I haven't seen him in a while because he lives in another...
If you're watching this, you cute. I hope I meet you someday.
Have you seen a picture of it?
Yeah, I think so. I think I saw like a video of you guys fighting. Just like pretend slap boxing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won, though.
You did?
Pretty sure.
I'm so proud of you.
You should be. Peter?
Yeah?
You drew this button.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, I have to use it.
You just talked. Oh, I just talked. Oh, no. You gotta put your finger on this button.
Excuse me. Oh, boy. I gotta use the button. How was your summer? Like, how was your summer?
My summer was pretty fantastic. It was like classic movie summer, but it's kind of coming to an end now.
No,
now
it's late September. Yeah,
well,
of course.
Yeah, but the weather's actually coming to an end now. I mean,
it's supposed to get hot next week.
Yeah,
Again.
I know. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I've started back up in classes, but my summer was very movie perfect kind of deal because
Really?
like I was spending every day with my best friends, which were the two quote unquote side hoes, and towards the very end, the little Indian boy from down the street. So yeah, it was pretty fun. I mean, I saw my friends a lot, got to hang out with them a lot. I didn't see Peter very often because Peter was off doing whatever, probably staying inside and watching anime.
Yeah, well, I had a band back then. I was in a band, and we would practice occasionally during the summer, but we stopped, slowed down, right about now. You look like you have something to say, Cole.
The band was ended. It was a group decision.
Oh no, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Mason,
that was basically a call out straight to you.
Me and
Mason.
Me
Just kidding.
No, me and a couple of other guys. We call ourselves like
the Quitters.
No, it was more like a collection. It's not a band anymore. It's a collection because I don't know. My thick boy, we'll call him Baby Bear.
Write his name down for me.
Yeah. So Baby Bear, he was our drummer. He was our drummer, and he was a nice boy.
Yeah.
Sweet, nice boy. He got a girlfriend, and there was some stuff happened with my boy, who was our trombonist. They kind of like fought a little bit, and so the entire band kind of just like fell apart. Sorry about that notification. It was a Discord thing
on my computer. Everything's okay now. Also, we're going to change the name of Cal in the case that we ever talk about her again.
Yeah.
Because it is controversial. I didn't mean to insult her, obviously. What do you got, Peter?
Names. Alexa.
That is... Okay, whatever, Peter.
Alexa.
But yeah, we don't have any hard feelings towards any of those people. I mean, I wasn't a part of the band anyways because nobody likes me.
You like to think of yourself as the photographer.
Did you not like the pictures I took of you?
No. The pictures that we went to a camp. Well, I think we talked about the Young Life camp.
Yeah, we can say it's at a Young Life camp.
Yeah, we went to a Young Life camp and we played a bunch of music there. It was so much fun. But Cole took a lot of pictures for Instagram, and so he called ourselves the band photographer.
It was the only way I could fit in, man. I don't know how to. I don't play any instruments. I mean, I have a violin over there, and I'm really, really working at it, but it's insanely hard to play so far.
Yeah, he sucks. That's basically what he means.
You see Peter's face right now.
You're bad. I'm sorry. You're just bad.
He might think I'm bad, but can he play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
I played it for like 20 minutes, and I already figured out like 2 songs.
Okay, well he can.
It's
whatever, dude.
It's because it's got an E string and a D string, so you can play stuff that's on.
And
the
I have a
guitar.
little helper to show me where all the notes are for finger placement, so he was able to figure out the notes easily. But it's whatever. He already memorized some songs, and that helped him out. So what?
Well, like easy songs like "Smoke on the Water" and like "Smoke on the Water." Excuse me. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Here comes Jungle in the Jungle.
It
That
doesn't
song.
matter, Peter.
It matters.
Okay, well, Peter has a very large. I'll say it. He's very musically talented, from what I've.
Oh.
Peter sings, guys.
Oh, I'm a singer.
Peter's a
I know
singer.
my sister's gonna listen to this, and she's way better than me at singing.
Mm-hmm.
And she hates
Katie.
Katie. Katie hates my singing, so she's gonna be like, "You're not a good singer" when she hears this, and I know it. I know.
But Katie, she doesn't sing for anyone else. She doesn't have the confidence to sing.
No, I don't. I think she has plenty of confidence. She's a very confident girl, but she doesn't feel like showing herself off, I guess. I used to think that she was like the best singer in the world.
I'd like to hear her sing, but I know she would never.
You have to be around. Like she hums constantly, you know. Like she's constantly like humming.
I mean,
singing.
I don't know because you never let me go to your house.
Yeah, well, my house is boring. I live 4 miles away from town, and to do anything cool or fun, we have to bike all the way out to get like pizza or something.
His parents love me, and that's very apparent. His dad's a pretty popular YouTuber at this point.
We already talked about him last.
I know, but
he's almost at 1,000.
I didn't realize that he was actually gaining that fast.
Yeah, he's at like 950 now.
I'm very impressed with the quality of his videos. They're better than mine, obviously.
Are you watching them?
Yeah, I've been watching every one. He just uploaded one yesterday, I'm pretty sure.
Whoa, you
number
actually,
one fan.
You actually like them?
Yeah.
I never watch any of his videos.
I mean, I skimmed through some of them. But,
Yeah.
like, they're not boring. They're pretty entertaining to watch. I mean, especially for someone who is like handy. Like, I'm not very handy. My father's extremely
Yeah,
handy.
and your brother.
And my brothers. Well, Chase is trying to get into it. I could say Chase's name because he's my brother, and I can talk about it. But he's trying to get into it. And
I wish I was handy. I wish I was handy like my dad. But I don't know. Me and my dad are like really different people. Like I've always been like a really nerdy kid. So, and he was like a sports boy when he was a kid. He was like diehard Raiders fan. He used to watch football games when he was my age, you know.
Yeah, Peter and I's families are extremely different. I think that's common with most families, where I live in more of a parent-son relationship with my family. Peter lives in more of like a friendship with his family, where there's still mutual respect in between you, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's just me, my dad, my mom, and my sister. We all get along. Like we're all friends. We still like get into fights, and like the parents are still like in charge of us. But like I'm allowed to tease my dad. My dad's allowed to tease me, and my mom's allowed to tease me, and I'm allowed to tease my mom. You know, like we all make fun of each other, and it's kind of like it's almost weird. And like when I'm over at Cole's house, they make him like do chores. Like I never have to do chores at my house. Like I literally live in my own filth sometimes, and nobody says anything because like I'm responsible for my own space in my room, and nobody tells me what to do. So when I'm over at Cole's house, like we just clean the entire kitchen because we ate a habanero pepper and we kind of destroyed the kitchen because we were like drinking milk and Kool-Aid to try to like get the spice out of our mouths.
If you guys want to see that, there's a chance I'll upload it on my channel.
It's such a bad video. It's like bad quality. I think you should include like the part where your face just goes like beet red.
The moment Manoli realizes that he's dying.
Like the habanero is like almost like 5-10 times stronger than a jalapeno, and it was like of course it's not like the spiciest, but it's not like a Ghost or
Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, it's just like it was like searing pain. Like I thought that when I ate it, like it wouldn't like hurt like that much. I thought I could like stand the pain and just like sit there and be like stoic, but it just was like super bad.
But to like put it into perspective, I am horrible with spicy foods. Like one time Peter's family took me out to a Mexican restaurant and they had mild salsa over my burrito, and I was like, no. There was tortilla
salsa on the table.
chips, and I tried it, and I was like, oh shoot, that's spicy. And they're like, what? This is extremely mild. And I was like, I can't, man. And I used to not be able to even eat pepperoni, and if I ate enough pepperoni, man, I it's a little spicy for me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I have absolutely no spice tolerance. It's horrible. And Peter, he eats spicy foods like all the time, right? You put hot sauce in like everything.
Well, my favorite snack, like during the summer, are like
Mashed
four
potatoes.
No, no, no. Like my favorite 4 a.m. snack to go down to the kitchen and make
Oh my
is a turkey Miracle Whip and sriracha, just doused in sriracha sandwich. And like I don't think you could handle sriracha. It's a little spicy.
It's like
boy.
sweet and spicy, right?
No, it's more like, I don't know. It's like Asian hot sauce. So it's spicy. It's not like Mexican hot sauce.
Let's talk about Miracle Whip versus mayonnaise.
Miracle Whip versus mayonnaise?
Yeah, there's a huge difference.
Yeah, Miracle Whip's, it has spices in it. Well, mayonnaise.
Do you
is just,
like both of them?
Yeah, they're fine.
What?
Do you not like Miracle Whip or mayonnaise?
I thought they were like the two foods that nobody liked both of them. Cause like I hate Miracle Whip.
You don't like Miracle
It
Whip?
tastes like garbage to me. But mayonnaise, I can eat that on a sandwich all the time.
Can you notice it when you bite into a sandwich that's Miracle Whip?
Yeah. It's a big difference
I
for
can
me.
barely tell the difference.
Oh, maybe I haven't tried it in a while.
I'll make you one of my famous sandwiches.
There's no Miracle Whip in this house. We're not Satanists.
Yeah, well, your fridge is barren. It just has a bunch of garbage in it. It's like a white people fridge. My fridge has
To clarify, for everyone who doesn't know, Peter, I'm tanner than Peter. So this being a physical thing, no, Peter's just secretly black or Mexican or something. No, Mexican. You're secretly Mexican.
Secretly Mexican. My water bottle says Latina, so I think that makes me an honorary Latino.
I don't think that's a thing. Honorary.
Well,
yeah? Well,
I
I'm
made
an
it a thing.
honorary alpinista.
What does that mean? What is alpinista?
I feel like if I were to talk into it too much, it would... shoot, hold on. Let me just pause the podcast. We'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, we're back. Sorry about that break. It was just pointless, honestly, because I didn't find what I wanted to show him. But Peter thought I unpaused it twice, and the first time I just said, "And we're back," in a really annoying, obnoxious announcer voice to try and just trigger him, but he just started talking. I was like, Peter, I'm joking. You can stop
sometimes
talking.
I can't tell if you're joking or not because you do this weird dry humor thing where it's not even a joke, it's just a statement. We talked about this earlier when we were playing video games, but you have this like sense of humor that's like, I've known you for 7 years, something like that.
Let's see. Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah. So I've gone through all your phases, everything, buddy. But you've never had the sense of humor that you have now. It's weird. Maybe it's because you're homeschooled and you're like trapped in 7th grade, but it's just never been the same when we were little.
Well, like, I don't know. Within like the past year, I've developed this weird humor with people I'm close with where I just insult them blatantly. And I think it's funny for some reason. I honestly don't know why I think it's funny, but I'll just be talking to Peter. I'll be like, "You're an idiot," and I'll be like, "Oh, that was a joke," but it's not.
It's just I don't know. It doesn't bother me because like you've always like teased me. I guess I'm fine with that. I never tease you back though. You know.
Made you my sidekick.
Yeah.
Sidekick, Peter.
We already talked about
Yeah.
that.
I know.
It's just like, do you do that with like your side host in Little Indian?
No, just you.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
guess
don't know. It might be like, I don't know, because when I introduced you to the Young Life friend group, they were all making fun of me.
Yeah.
And you didn't get made fun of.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed. So I don't know. I just kind of...
Because it's fun to make fun of you.
I feel like deep down, it's just me trying to put you in your place in my mind.
Cole, you wouldn't get made fun of in those friend groups if you weren't so fun to make fun of, because you get so worked up about it. It's funny.
No, I mean, I've realized that.
Yeah.
And that's why I've stopped
Yeah.
for at least 70% of it, and I don't get made fun of as much. Right now, give me the pencil so I can write down this name. Right now, I'm just working on, let's call him Bill. I'm just working on dealing with Bill's sarcasm because he's
a difficult man.
I'll think he's being genuine with an insult because I didn't actually understand that he was always being sarcastic until sometime at Young Life camp, and I was like, oh shoot, I thought he's been insulting me this whole time, but he's really just being sarcastic.
Callback, Bill's also the trombonist in the band.
Bam.
Yeah, bam.
It's a big puzzle.
But I don't know. I've known Bill for a while. I've known him since 2nd grade.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
Good listener.
Yeah, he
You know,
is.
he's respectful when you need it, and
I
that's.
think he's kind of autistic, though.
Shout out to Bill.
It's
Kind of autistic though.
it's just whenever the first time I met him, like I knew that this kid, like, he has no idea how to like express his emotions in like a normal way, and like I've pointed this out to him before, and he thinks it's funny, but like when he expresses himself, he either does it like in an angry voice, so it makes everybody think that he's mad, or he does it in like this like weird bouncy like sarcastic voice. And that's his humor. It's just like, it's so funny sometimes. Like just hearing him go off, like he just like destroys everybody.
And that's why we're starting a GoFundMe for Bill. So if you click the link in the description, you can donate for Bill's cut. No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't.
Poor Bill.
No.
He's actually a great guy with like no problems. Sometimes he's a really original personality.
Yeah.
That's what I can say about
There's
him.
not a lot of people like Bill out there anymore.
In one of our throwaway first podcasts, he was in it.
Yeah, for like a second, but we cut him out, right?
No, because that was one of our
Oh,
throwaways.
that's what you meant by throwaway. Yeah, he came in and then he told me I was lazy, and then he left because there was a football game.
Yeah, we were discussing whether or not you were lazy and you denied it.
Well,
But you're lazy, Peter. It's okay.
I'm a different kind of person. There's these societal standards. You get me? Societal standards saying that I have to do something that I don't want to do. And what I enjoy doing is not talking to anybody for weeks at a time. And so God help me. So God help me if he doesn't let me do that. Nobody's in charge of me. I'm in charge of my own body. Feminism.
Peter, you just made the loudest noise on this so far. Let's
beg
write
to
down the
say that.
timestamp. 26:37. I'm going to bleep out that sound because it was that loud. He's literally banged on the table and it maxed out the thing, so...
Keep a little bit of it in. Just like mute the volume a little bit.
Okay, I'll just turn it down, I guess. But that's an interesting way of living. I don't like when people let things limit themselves from doing what they really want to do.
Yeah.
Which is how I'm going to touch on the texting conversation I had with an old friend of mine. It wasn't a good texting conversation. It was a large argument. You guys don't know this about me, but I love arguing. I love proving that I'm right to people. It's amazing. It's my favorite thing. Peter, can you confirm?
Yeah, well, we talk on like Discord every night. About just like random stuff because we play this video game together.
Don't worry about it. Just
keep going. And he's always talking about like, oh, I'm commenting on feminist posts and I'm arguing with this girl and this girl's in my DMs and I'm freaking destroying her, dude. That's how you talk in my mind.
Well, it's like I'll see some sort of post that I don't agree with in my explore page, and when I comment on them, Instagram like notices, oh, he commented on it, he must have liked it, so they display more of it. I've only realized this recently, so I personally disagree with feminism. We won't touch on it this podcast because it's not really important.
Well, we could.
We could.
We have like
Well, the thing is, we don't have any opposing views on it, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a libertarian, if that's my political views.
I don't know what that means, but that's okay. Let's continue. But yeah, I was arguing with this girl, and she was talking about how she never wanted to lose her virginity, and I said, that's okay. You know, I respect it. It's fine. But I asked why, and she said, because I never want to get married. And I said, why don't you ever want to get married? She said, it's because she doesn't want to be tied down to one man. And instead of being a very rude person and saying, oh, you're, you know,
you a hoe.
you get around. I said, okay, well, what have you ever considered open relationships? Hold on, I'm reading what he's saying.
Equal. I'm making up a name for this girl.
okay.
Frick. Alex.
Her name is Alex. But I said, have you ever opened your mind to things like polygamy or open relationships, sister wives, multiple husbands, things like that? Because although I don't personally want to perform those, if she believes that she wants to be with multiple men, you know, there are options out there for men who want to be.
You just be a Mormon, you know?
Stop.
I have a Mormon friend. I'm allowed to make those jokes.
Yeah, he's a felon. But she was insulted because it goes against her religion. She said, "Oh, because I'm a Christian, she's a Christian." She said, "God didn't make us to be polygamists." Or is that the right term?
Who are you to judge? Yeah, yeah, but who is she to judge what God wants?
Well, I mean, it does say. I think it might say somewhere in the Bible that men should be with one woman or something, or
Okay.
it could be considered committing adultery. Not important. I said that she shouldn't be letting her own religion hold her back because
Everybody
the
says.
basis of Christianity is you can sin. You just got to keep God at the center of your life. But I don't want to be like super Christian on this podcast, and I'm not in real life anyways. So I said just keep God at the center of your life, and you can do what you want.
Yeah.
And she said, "Oh well, no."
Yeah.
I was like, if you think you were born polygamous, which is an actual thing, you can be born and want to have multiple wives. I mean,
I think it's more like a developed thing. It's not like a sexuality.
But I compared it to being born gay, which I believe people can be born gay, personally.
Yeah, me too.
I believe people can also become gay, but I believe mostly that a lot of gay people are born gay because my best friend, as aforementioned, is gay. And I mentioned that to her, and she said, "Whoa, I don't believe that." And I was like, "Okay, sorry."
Wait, did she choose to be gay?
Oh, my best friend?
Yeah.
No. Jill. Oh, well, I said her name, but I love her. She's the best. Her name's Jillian. I'm sorry if she gets upset about this, but she's one of the best people in my life. I think she was born gay, and she thinks she was born gay. So I said that to Alex, and her response was, "Oh, no, that's not true." And it's like, someone that I trust so closely would never lie to me.
Yeah.
And I said, there's roughly 300 million homosexuals on the planet.
Yeah.
Are they all lying?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it's the popular vote of the homosexual community that they were born gay.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can differentiate. Like, they still have conscience at a young age to be able to say, I don't like boys, I like girls. I mean, your real sexuality develops in your teenage years, but it's still important, you can still have a preference towards men or women before you hit puberty. And I might be proved wrong about that in the future,
Yeah,
my views may change, but that's what I personally believe. And I hate when people mindlessly just deny what I say without any counter evidence or arguments, because it's not reasonable. You're being incoherent
and
at that
Alex
point.
does that stuff a lot. Like she
Yeah,
just,
I'm cutting her out. I don't need that in my life. It's toxicity. And
did you used to like her?
yeah, I did like her a long time ago, but that's okay. She's not really around much more. So
Yeah. She moved, right?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
very far away.
Very far away.
She wants to beat me up. She's gonna have to drive a long
Yeah.
distance. She could beat me up though. She
Probably.
took boxing.
She did?
Yeah.
God, I love women with abs.
Ooh. Peter and I's feet just awkwardly touched. It was interesting. But I think it's so dumb when people are closed-minded about simple arguments. Like, you can't be closed-minded about everything in your life. You have to be open to the idea that babies can be genetically modified before birth or something like that. Because things are gonna change, times are gonna advance. We're definitely not at our full advancement, so.
Yeah.
We're just going to keep on going.
I mean, the world didn't end the 23rd or 26th, so...
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah.
God? I'm done, dude.
If you didn't know, there was a lot of rumors that the world was going to end the 23rd or the 26th, but it didn't. So, that's the backstory.
Yeah, it's disappointing. It was supposed to be the rapture, to be specific. I believe. I think it was supposed to be like 70 days after.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the birth of the Antichrist, and then the Antichrist was going to be giving out marks... like a pimp, like branding his hose.
Like a pimp.
And then God is going to come down and he's like, everybody who's got a mark, get out of here. And he's going to banish them all to hell. And then all the people who didn't take the mark,
be a yellow
and then he's going to be
beam.
like, you're my bros. And then he'd raise you up and then you go to heaven. So that was the rapture.
That's the standpoint from a non-religious person.
Well,
I can't counter argue because I didn't watch the video, but that's accurate, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I was really worried about it. I don't know. I'm kind of superstitious. I'm open to the idea of like...
the world ending.
Yeah, or God in general.
I did feel like weeks up to that before I even heard about it. I was like, man, Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Harvey, 3 tropical storms. The world could be ending soon.
Yeah, and then there was a bunch of like forest fires out in Cali.
And there was an earthquake in Mexico.
Yeah, and an earthquake somewhere else. I forgot where. There was another earthquake. But like I was really worried about it. So I did like a bunch of research on it, and then I found that out. And I was like, "Oh, it's gonna happen, bro."
You didn't find that from your research. You found that because I sent you the video.
No, I watched a different video.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, but there was like hundreds of videos on September 26th or September 23rd. It was like a debate between like what signs lined up.
The thing about that is like the world has ended so many times.
Yeah.
But the problem is every single time that people say it, it's like, okay, but what if it actually happens this time, man?
Yeah.
I mean, there's always a part of me that was worried that it was going to go down on the 23rd, or there was going to be a meteor hitting us July 26th of 2015 or something like that.
So, say the world did end the 23rd. What would you do the weeks before that?
Well, would we know that the world was ending
Yeah,
positively?
you would positively know. Like, God was like, yo, bro, the world's going to end. Prepare yourself.
I don't know. Like,
oh, excuse me.
that was the girliest sneeze I've ever heard, but bless you. It's so hard to say what I would do. I mean, I'd like to say that I'd find a girl, but like at the same time, I might just pray during that time. But it sounds like just praying during like the end of the world makes me feel like a weak person to do that, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to tell, because I know what you would do. You'd stay inside, right?
Well, I do what I like doing. And I know this makes me sound like a closeted weeaboo. It's just, I enjoy being by myself. And I'm not doing that to sound like quirky or introverted. I just, like, people who know me know that I prefer to be by myself on my computer, like, in my room, like, doing whatever I like doing. And I don't think I should be, like forced to go and travel, or like tell the girl, the love of my life, my feelings. That's dumb. Like, if there really is an afterlife, like I can do all that stuff there because I have an eternity, you know.
I mean, if there were an afterlife through Christianity, you wouldn't be able to, because you wouldn't go to heaven. But
well, if I knew the world was gonna end, I'd be fully Christian. If God spoke to me and said the world's gonna end, fix yourself, I would have fixed myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really an admirable trait, but it's like I understand where you're coming from when you say I want to stay inside. Yeah. I want to do what I enjoy. But there are so many things that I enjoy more than sitting on my computer. For example, I snowboard quite a lot, and that's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah. Well, I would go skiing. I ski. I've been skiing for 7 years.
Also, I think I would love skydiving, because you can see the whole world, Peter.
I wouldn't do it.
I feel like there would be no chance of me doing it, because there'd be like everyone would want to do it before they die. But
yeah, well, you're the only one that knows that the world's gonna end.
Oh, I'd tell people.
You would?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but who would believe you? Yeah, would you tell your parents and be like, God spoke to me, yo, world's gonna end, let's go to Disney World?
They wouldn't believe me.
They wouldn't?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't believe myself. I wouldn't believe my son if they told me that. I wouldn't believe anybody if they told me that, because I would have to personally experience it to know.
What if God like singed your arm with like a cross or something? And you're like, yo, God gave me this.
I don't think that would happen, Peter.
Yeah, but it's a hypothetical. Anything can happen.
But why would God brand me with a cross?
Because you're the chosen one.
Why would I be the chosen one?
We're writing a book right now. Chosen one, chosen by God. You gotta stop the world.
That is kind of cool. Like, only one person knows the world's gonna end. They're trying to convince everyone else.
Yeah. Well, that brings up another topic, because I've been writing a lot lately. I might do something with that.
I've always if I were to ever write a book, it would absolutely be fantasy. Yeah. I can just flip a switch in my mind and be like writing, just fully typing. I can type, I type pretty fast, and I can just keep on going at the same speed that I think at.
Yeah, well, Katie got me into it. My sister, because she writes a lot. She's written like a 60-page like essay kind of meme. It's like a fantasy thing, and I don't think I'm allowed to talk about it because it's kind of personal to her. But it's pretty good, and she's great with words.
Yeah.
But I started writing my meme, just because like I get bored in class, and like I already know the stuff. and I just like write, and writing's hard, you know.
Okay, guys. Sorry. We took a break because I started talking about something and I realized it was too personal, so I cut it out really quick. Don't worry about it. And when I was in like 5th grade or something, I wrote a book about me and my best friend Jillian. I've known Jillian since I was like 2.5, by the way, guys.
They took baths together. Thought you should know that.
Stop. That's a meme. It's not true. I mean, it might be,
Yo,
actually. We were very little children. I wouldn't have remembered it anyways. But I wrote a book in like 5th grade, and it was like a 1-page fantasy writing assignment or something.
Yeah.
That had to say under the rug somewhere in it.
Yeah.
So I wrote an 11-page story about a secret world hidden underneath the rug in someone's living room.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I was like 5th grade. I love creative writing. It's my favorite kind.
Yeah. Well, 5th grade was it's like the best year for creative writing. Because you were in Mrs.
Don't say their names.
Mrs. Girl, and I was in Mrs. Boy's class, and they were like a team. Like Mr. Boy taught math and social studies, and then Mrs.
No,
Girl.
5th grade was when...
No, 5th grade was Mr. Boy, Mr. Girl. Yeah.
5th grade is when I had the really perfect teacher, wasn't it? Or was it the one with the fuzzy shoes? Hold on, write down the names, gosh. This is horrible.
You're gonna recognize it once I write it. Master Splinter. There you go.
Oh,
See,
right.
And we were separated.
Well, I think it was a year after when I wrote it, because I had the super sweet teacher who was like a mother to me kind of teacher.
Oh.
Favorite teacher ever.
And I had the evil witch, and you had the good one.
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, 5th grade, for Mr. Boy and Mr. Girl, that was a year of creative writing for me. Like, I wrote this novel about, like, it was like 20 pages at least, and it was about this boy and this girl, and there was like an evil like portal gonna open up, like it was ghosts, and this kid see ghosts, and I wrote this before Normal Norman, or you remember, there was something about Norman. It was made by the people who made Caroline.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
He
about.
can see ghosts or something.
Yeah, he can see ghosts. I wrote that before, so original idea.
Peter confirmed wrote that one Norman movie.
Yeah. Normal Norman or something.
Quick shout out, because all my 32 subscribers are totally watching this. Stop that, Peter.
Sorry.
That all came in on the mic, but that's okay. I'm not going to cut it out. Sorry, guys. Peter is going to create his own video, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk about this? You want to pick it up?
I'm thinking about it, because, like, I don't know. I've been writing so much lately. I just wanted to write a script for, like an Odd One Is Out style kind of video, because I recently bought a digital art tablet because I wanted to get back into drawing. And I guess, like, I don't know, being a YouTuber is like a dream, you know? It's most likely that it's never going to happen. And I admire you for trying, you know? But, like, I wrote the script about Weezer and their albums Pinkerton and the Blue Album, and which one is better. You'll have to watch that video to find out what my opinion is.
I will give the link to his channel in the description. By the time
I
this
don't
is
have
out,
a channel up. Don't have a channel up yet. Just wrote a script. It's basically.
You don't want to use your current channel with your full name in it?
No, I'll make a new one.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can link it in a later video, I guess.
I have a good question for you that
Okay.
I think, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but you write music, you sing.
Yeah.
You also would like to be a YouTuber, right?
I mean,
That would be a cool thing, right?
yeah, I want to be a teacher,
Would-
but being a YouTuber would be like the dream job.
Would you rather be a musician, teacher, or YouTuber?
Well, if I was a YouTuber, I could do everything. If I was a YouTuber, I would have a steady income where I could get my degree, and once I'm a teacher, I can work on music all I want. Cause like what I plan to do is I'm gonna be an English or science teacher, and I'm gonna bring in my guitar because I plan on working for like 5th to like 7th graders. And bring my guitar in and I'll hang it up on the wall, and then it'll be like a special treat. Like if they come in and the guitar case is open, and I'm gonna like mess around. It'll be fun. It'll be cool. I don't know. I guess I kind of want a. Sorry, there's a bug. Ugh.
I flicked it at Peter.
I guess I've always wanted to be a teacher because I like kids. I don't know if I want to be a YouTuber. I think I like doing things that are creative. It's just I've always wanted to be a teacher because, like, I don't know, it just seems cool. Like, just being, like, friends with all those kids, like, just being bros, hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've always wanted to be a cool teacher. I mean, I'll accept you as a cool uncle.
Thanks.
If I have kids. You do want to have kids. That's an interesting topic.
Yeah. Well, I've already said that I like kids a lot. It's just I want to have like 3 kids. I don't know.
With who? Spill it right now.
I don't know. I haven't found the right girl yet. Hit me up.
Or we're Guy Peter. We don't know yet.
No, shut up.
It's hard to tell with you. I'm just kidding.
God, don't make me look gay.
Is Peter gay? Conspiracy theories. Hey guys, Matt Pat.
That's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Peter's gay. Bye. Thanks for watching.
I'm not gay, by the way. But yeah, like 2 or 3 kids, normal family, suburban life. The one thing I want to do when I get older is I want to buy a house like the house you live in right now. The town that
house that we live in.
Yeah,
oh, like in a small town. This size, or just in a small town with like a nice
just like
something.
Just like I want a house that's in a village that my kids can go to their friend's house without having to drive.
I do love this town.
Yeah, this town is so great. Like, you go down to the pizza place, and you get lunch, and then you can go back to your house, and then you can go to your friend's house, and it's all, like, within 5 minutes of each other.
It's fantastic. It really is. Like, it's nothing special. Yeah. It's just a small town.
It has a park, and it has, like, racquetball courts.
It's just your generic small town, but I love it, because I have some close friends. My best friend lives down the street from me. She's literally walked into my room before without knocking, texting me, or anything.
Yeah. She
does it all the time, actually. But now the school year started, I don't see her much. It sounded kind of convincing.
Yeah, it did. I saw your eyes water up a little bit. I was like, Chloe, are you okay?
No, it's okay. I'm great.
He misses you, Jillian. You have to visit him.
She doesn't watch any of my videos.
She doesn't?
I've asked her, and since she's such an honest person to me, she doesn't. It's okay, though.
I know a bunch of people that watch the podcast.
Well, yeah, people listen to it, and then they told us.
Yeah, my friends made fun of me for it. I came into school, they were like, I listened to the podcast, it was trash.
Hopefully this one's better.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just a quick message. I'm editing this in post. If you're in Peter's class, please don't make fun of him. He's really struggling with his. Okay, now they know it's not cut in. Come on. This is still edited in. Peter's just still in my room while I'm editing it. Don't bully Peter. He's very sad all the time. He's definitely depressed.
Self-diagnosed depression.
Whoa, I've never met someone with self-diagnosed depression.
Dude,
Peter.
I haven't either. It's all real.
Guys, no one fakes depression. Come on.
Yeah. What do you want? Attention? What are you, gay?
What are you, homophobic? Dude, that was like the worst interruption in the last podcast. If you didn't listen to the first podcast and you're here,
don't.
Definitely don't listen to the first podcast. It's not really, you're not gonna gain any context for this video. Maybe like a small amount about what did we rename her?
The one that we accidentally made fun of, even though we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, cow.
Yeah, but what did we rename her to?
Oh,
Alexa.
Yeah.
What's with you and Alex and Alexa? What the heck, Peter? They literally both are the same name with one letter changed. Anyways,
sorry, A names are easy.
It's okay, Peter. Alexa. Yeah, you just gain a little bit about her, but that's. Oh, sorry. My Echo Dot went off because Peter named her a stupid thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're dumb.
I shouldn't have done that.
Should have named her something easier, man.
Yeah. I hate your Alexa. I despise it.
Alexa, God, what's the weather
shut up.
Alexa, what's the weather like outside? Only thing it's useful for. Literally never use it. Don't buy it.
And it doesn't even work.
Right now in Rochester, it's 44 degrees with clear skies.
Great, now I get to cut out.
Write down those.
Alexa, stop. Give me a pencil, Peter.
Here you go.
Now I gotta blink out the location. Dang it. My Echo Dot is ruining my life.
Do you like editing?
It's not like what's his name? Baby Bear, I think.
Baby
Just baby.
Baby Bear.
Baby
Sweet
Bear,
chicken.
he complains about editing. He doesn't complain. He just
Oh,
he put a lot more work into
No,
his
his name is in his channel. Like, we can say his name because Too Many Shenanigans is owned by Baby Bear. So it's Brian.
Yes, Brian. Good guy. Brian does not enjoy the editing process because he puts he's much more of a perfectionist with editing than I am. Where he'll spend 12 hours editing a video, I'll spend 2.
Yeah.
Not that I don't put effort into my videos, but he's crazy about it. Like, he literally spends more time than I would ever expect on a video. But for me, I can put on like some lo-fi live stream station, turn it down a lot, and just go to editing.
Yeah, just like it's
therapeutic.
Yeah, and that's what it's like for me in drawing. Like, if I'm trying to like relax, if like school's like really stressful, and I'm in 10th grade, it's not as stressful as it's gonna get because like college is gonna be even worse.
It's actually not that bad.
It isn't?
No.
Okay. Well, I have to get my master's for education, so that's gonna suck.
Well, I go to a community college.
Yeah.
It's not bad. So
I'm probably
actually love it. It's very fun.
Yeah. But with art, like my digital, like whatever, like
You sound so basic. My digital, like whatever. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
My-
that was the only
my
bad
digital
interruption.
Huion art tablet. It's I draw just whatever, and I listen to music. Shut up! He's making fun of me for saying whatever. I just like draw whatever, listen to music, and listen to music, and like listen to albums. You know.
This podcast is falling apart, Peter.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting tired.
We're not using the button anymore. It's past 11 o'clock. I usually go to bed before now, guys.
You gonna start crying and get emotional?
Do you think I can clickbait it if I do?
Maybe.
You know, what should we call this one? Like, no interruptionless podcast?
Nah.
Podcast number 1 2.0? That'd be a pretty funny, complicated name.
Just name it. I don't know. We
Cowboy.
talk about random things for an hour and a half.
No, that is literally the most generic and stupid and unoriginal podcast name ever. Why did you even come on this show, Peter?
God, you invited me. It's your fault. Anything by default is your fault because you invited me.
Yes, this was my idea, so therefore I won't split the ad revenue if I ever get famous. I think that's fair.
Co-host.
We're the brand deal.
Co-host.
Oh, we have a sponsored deal from Nature Box and Me Undies. If you've ever listened to a podcast,
It's
always Me Undies and
Yeah.
Nature Box and what else? Like Wink.
There was one that was like suit and ties.
Oh yeah, we can't advertise. We're not getting paid.
30
Our
subscribers.
30 viewers.
30 viewers.
We're gonna give them way too much business, even though we didn't. Anyways, this is a stupid conversation topic. How was your day today, Peter?
Yeah, it was good. Oh, I moved the docks. My family owns this little cottage up on this lake, this small lake, just like it's I can say the lake name. It's far enough away from our house. I can't.
Just say it's medium-sized lake.
It's a medium-sized lake. But my great-grandfather, with a bunch of his friends, bought some land on this lake back in the 50s, and it was really cheap back then. And they didn't know that in like 80 years it was gonna be worth so much because it's lakeside. And so it's just it's like 20 middle-class guys, and there's like a bunch of like little cottages on this hill, and everybody pitches in. There's like an association, and we have like a private beach kind of thing. And I'm very lucky that like Peter's family gets blessed with this thing because my great-grandfather had the idea of buying some land and building a little house on it, you know?
It's like a chill area. I love it there. You've brought me there like one time. Never again. Kind of hurt my feelings, but it's okay.
Well,
Peter doesn't really like going there though.
no, it's because stay in my room, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I can't do the things that I like doing there because like I'll bring a guitar up, I'll play the guitar, and I'll bring my phone, and I'll watch YouTube videos. But the Wi-Fi's bad there, so I can't watch or pirate movies off of online. And the only thing good about that place is the TV. The TV has like 500 stations, because it's a satellite dish thing. And you can go.
The only thing good at a lakeside cottage
Well, I don't
is the TV.
I don't enjoy swimming. Well, I didn't go down to the beach this year at all, except for putting in the docks and then taking them out. What?
Tell them about that.
Oh,
you got an interesting.
Oh
thing.
yeah. Well, today we took out the docks because on
The floating ones.
we took out the floating ones too. We have like this floating dock, and then we have like for like kids to like go and play on, and then we have like a bunch of docks and like the hoist to hold the boats. So there's like 15 hoists and then like 10 docks, and we had to carry like all these things, and like I'm the youngest one there because I'm 15, and like I'm a taller guy, so I'm taller than most of the grown boys there. So I'm carrying like all of us boys, we're carrying like 400-pound like hoists up like 20
No,
feet.
they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
400 pounds, Peter.
I bet they were, because they're filled with water and mud. It was like the heaviest thing in the world. We needed like 15 guys on one hoist because it was
I
so
thought you were saying
big.
each of them were carrying one. I was like,
No.
No one can deadlift 400 pounds. No average man.
No, like we need 15 guys on like one hoist. Stop flicking bugs at me.
Continue.
We're just carrying a lot of weight, you know?
Yeah, but
And-
tell them about how you like died.
Oh, well, we're carrying this one dock in for one of the people that live on the hill, and like I gashed my leg, just like straight up, like deep cut on my leg. Like I'm pulling it out right now. You can't see it. It's pretty cool.
Just ruining the audio, not doing anything for the
Oh,
podcast.
okay. But like I'm bleeding the entire time I'm doing this. It just makes me feel really manly, you know? Like I'm a lumberjack because I was bleeding while I was working. My dad was like, because my dad was there too, he was like, I've never been more proud of you, son.
Did he really say
Yeah,
that?
because I'd like a lot of those guys there,
Oh my gosh.
a lot of those like older guys, they don't do anything. They just sit around and chat. And it's really like annoying for my dad. And so he was like, I'm proud of you, son. You took initiative and you went and you didn't complain and you went and you worked on like carrying the docks in, and you're better than most of these old guys. I was
That
like,
is-
thanks, dude.
Exactly what your dad would say.
Yeah.
Literally, I can picture him saying that in my head, and it's so funny that he's that proud of you for carrying in some stuff and cutting your leg.
Well,
I mean, I get it. I do.
yeah. Yeah. I think it's well deserved. I worked really hard. I'm tired. And I still showed up to your house.
You see, but the thing is, like, for my family, that's, again, difference between our family. Like, it's expected of me to, like, do everything my parents say. Which is okay. I respect my parents. I love my parents. I have a good, solid family. But it's just different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you like swimming?
Why do I like swimming?
Yeah.
Well, I did swim team.
It's not like... It's nothing like Terraria.
Well, I like swimming. It's just, I don't know. It's not on my priority list.
You got in the water today, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to swim, and it's early October. It's freezing cold.
Yeah, you were wearing a wetsuit.
Yeah,
Peter.
I put a picture up on my story of like time to go for a mid-autumn swim.
I screenshotted it because you looked funny in it.
You should have seen my full body. In like this tight, like weird black.
Oh, stop talking about it.
Yeah, well, it was really uncomfortable. It sucked, but I got $25 out of it, and
Really? You got paid?
yeah. Well, my dad was like, yeah, and then he bought me an iTunes card, which was $15, and I was like, yeah, and then he gave me something else. I'm pretty sure. Like
Yeah.
he gave me money.
I mow my lawn like 3 times a week, and I don't get a dime for it.
Yeah, well, I mow my lawn for free too.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Not my huge lawn, just like the.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
you
like
have
the
a pretty
backyard
massive
for-
lawn. You shut me up like that.
Yeah, well, the tiny lawn for Tucker, for
But
my dog.
Your dad likes mowing, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He has a nice mower, too. This is kind of off topic for the podcast. It'd be kind of hard to follow. Congratulations to us. We just passed the 1 hour mark. But you guys are probably barely getting there now because I had to cut out a few spots. Probably adds up to about the 20 seconds we are past it. But
Happy second podcast.
We can end it soon if we do get a blank, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Happy second podcast. I have a really cute dog, guys. I'm sorry for being random, but she's sleeping in my bed right now. I got a cute little dog. Wait, Peter, do you sleep with your dog?
Yeah.
Peter has a Beethoven.
Saint Bernard.
Yeah, Saint Bernard.
Those dogs that go to Alaska.
No, just Beethoven from the movie about Beethoven the dog.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I think of it, like, every time.
They have those like cute little barrels on their neck, and they carry like wine in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's alcohol.
Yeah, because there was like a myth. I don't know if it actually is true.
I'm pretty sure Mythbusters busted it.
Myth busted it.
So I don't think it actually affects your warmth. But basically, since we just talked about it, for anyone who didn't know, they used to believe that alcohol changed your body temperature to feel warmer. I think it just makes you feel warmer.
Yeah.
But you're actually still freezing to death.
Yeah. Well, Tucker is a huge 200-pound dog.
And he slobbers a lot.
Yeah. Well, all Saint Bernards slobber a lot.
And he sheds, and Peter doesn't clean it up, and it's Peter's got.
I have like little. This podcast makes me sound like I'm a huge, like, dirty person. I'm not.
You are. In your room, your hygiene is great, but your room is horrible.
Well, whatever.
Look at my room, Peter. Compare it to yours. Can you see the floor in yours right now?
Oh, you're so much better than me.
Yeah, I'm so much better than you.
So much better than me. God, I want to be
I
like
have
you
a
when I
cute
grow up.
small dog who sleeps with me.
I prefer large dogs.
I prefer small dogs. Well, actually, I like medium-sized dogs because Shiba Inus
Oh.
are so cute,
Yeah.
and I want one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna open a P.O. box. Send me dogs.
Can you send animals in P.O. boxes?
Yeah, you can legally ship some animals, but maybe not.
Like, I've seen ladybugs in, like, iDubbbz videos.
Oh, well, that's an insect. It's not a dog, Peter.
What animals can you send, then? I want to know.
What animals can you ship in the mail? Let's look this up really quick.
Okay.
Hold on, guys.
Well, I don't know. Maybe someday I want to send, like, a snake over to my boy's house. Because I have relatives that live in Australia.
526 malleable live animals.
Live bees.
Hey guys, prank guy here, generic prank YouTuber here. Today we're mailing bees to my mother. What is this? I don't see it. Oh, adult birds?
You can ship birds?
No, you can ship them.
Ah.
Stupid, unfunny joke. Small, harmless, cold-blooded animals.
Like little lizards.
You can ship live scorpions.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Dead animals or parts of animals? What?
Okay.
Wait, is this actually like saying you can, or is it just saying like whether or not you can?
I think it's saying you can. Yeah.
Oh, only when they are lawfully killed or taken. Dang. Okay.
So you can't ship, like, a killed lion.
And that's made by USPS, so United States Postal.
You know it's factual.
Yeah, we got it off a legit site, guys. It's
.net.
legit.
.net.
I don't think it was a .net.
.org.
I think it was a .com, Peter.
.edu. .gov.
Educational Postal Service type website. Hey
Yeah,
guys,
teach
today
you
we're
how to-
showing you how to write a address for. I mean, honestly, that's a really good thing to know if you want to write a letter ever.
Yeah.
But who writes letters?
We were supposed to learn it in
I did. In like second grade, but I
well,
forgot. it.
I learned it in second grade too, but like home ec class back in 7th grade was when like they redid like all this. Are you okay? Oh, there's another bug. Got him.
You didn't even
Cole
hit
just
me.
jumped like.
Well, I didn't
like
see it. And it
jump
was right in
scare.
front of me. Okay, continue with your stupid home ec class story.
Well, I had the worst teacher for home ec. Did I talk about this last time?
Which grade?
7th,
7th grade.
maybe.
Didn't we? That's when our first year of high school is.
8th grade. 8th grade, first year of high school, home ec.
Write her down.
Mrs. G. Yeah, I don't think you were in school. I think I told you stories.
Oh yeah, I was not in school until 8th grade. My bad.
That's
Oh,
right.
you did tell me about this teacher. Why do your Y's look like X's? My gosh, learn to write. It's okay. Continue.
Okay. Well, we'll call her Mrs. G, Because her name, it does actually
We'll call her
start
Mrs.
G. Mrs. Good.
Tasty Berry.
Mrs.
No, Strawberry. Mrs. Strawberry.
Mrs. Strawberry. Mrs. Strawberry is the worst teacher I've ever had in my life. In my life, she's the worst. She's an old lady, probably in her like 60s or like early 70s, and she was teaching us a home ec class. She had no idea how to control her class, like at all. So
No authority?
yeah, no authority at all because we didn't respect her at all. And so I had a class filled with like kids who liked to make trouble, and it was funny most of the time. But like that's the year that I started being like class clown kind of, because like people
You replaced me.
yeah.
That's the first year I left.
Well, like it was so fun to mess around like in that class. Like I used to wear a watch back then, and we would synchronize our watches so that they would all beep at the same time, and then it would drive her insane. So every 5 minutes there's like this incessant beeping, and she's like an old lady. She's running around the room like, "What is going on?"
Oh my god.
It was so funny. Like everybody's dying like hysterically, and it was like all four corners of the room. So like we had like two kids in the back of the row, and then like two kids in the front, and then like two kids to the left of the like, and just like everywhere across the room. Oh, Charlie's being cute. Just like everywhere.
Charlie's my dog, by the way. Wait, you can't disclose her name?
I didn't. Oh, ha ha ha.
Stop! Don't do that to me, Peter.
Well,
It's offensive.
make it funny then. Duh.
You can't disclose the name of my dog on the podcast. Har har har. Gosh, it's so much funnier now that I repeated it,
Yeah.
Peter.
I've known people like that.
Yeah.
who just-
Let's not worry about it.
Well,
If you
I'm not
repeat
talking
a
about
joke,
you.
it's not funnier, guys. Just by the way.
Well, that's some people's sense of humor. Just keep repeating it until it hits, and it drives me crazy. We talked about this earlier when we weren't on podcast, but I like people who respect comedy.
Joke format.
Yeah, like
Punchlines.
Yeah, setup and then punchline. And I'm not saying that all comedy has to be traditional. It's just that when people make a statement and then expect people to laugh at it, I think that's dumb. It's stupid. You know?
Yeah. Oh shoot! What was I gonna say?
You had your hand on the button. You got to think about it. Come on, Cole. Don't quit. Keep thinking. What were we talking about? Comedy, jokes. You're choking on your own channel, on your own podcast.
I got nothing.
Oh my God, Cole.
It's horrible. I mean, you made it funny though, so it's okay.
Okay, well,
Thanks for saving.
I have more stories about Mrs. Goodenberry, so I can tell those.
Okay, I'll keep thinking.
First time I went to the principal's office.
Okay, Peter, you just said her name. You are not smart.
Okay.
It's okay though. 10810 or something.
Mrs. Strawberry. Mrs. Strawberry's class is the first time I went to the principal's office. First year of high school. Because I'd brought a soda can in. Because I have this friend who would sit next to me in science. And he brought in, like, sodas.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, yo, bro, I got you soda. And then he gave me a soda. And my home ec class was second period and my science was first. And so I was going over the home ec. And Mrs.
I remember. Okay. Do you ever see, like, Instagram screenshots of Tumblr posts that are, like, stories, but you can tell by just reading them that they're completely made up?
Yeah.
Like, I saw one where it was, like, this one guy in my class was talking about how women are meant to be in the kitchen because they gave birth, and then the smallest, quietest girl in class
Oh yeah, punched him in the
face, and then everybody in the class stood up and slow clapped for him. And I'm just reading it. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
this
no
would
way that
never
happened.
happen. We don't live in a movie. Mm-hmm. This is so false. And I can't imagine anyone finishes reading that and goes, "Yep, that happened.
Yeah.
That definitely happened."
Just
I mean,
so many stupid Tumblr girls out there nowadays. And know who was a stupid Tumblr girl?
Peter.
Mrs. Strawberry. I didn't finish my story. You freaking interrupt her.
No, you're a stupid Tumblr girl. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Well, back to my freaking story,
Yep.
you idiot.
I'm sorry. I just had a remembrance of the things. So.
Okay. Well, first time I went to principal's office, bringing the soda can to her class. I'm drinking it in her class, and the way her room's set up is like, it's like half of a square. That's where like the seats are set up, and then her desk is like in the center of the room almost, towards like the smart board and everything. And I walk in, I'm walking to my seat, and she pulls me aside, and she's like, "Yo, you can't have sodas in this class." Of course, she said it in like an old lady kind of way, like, "You can't have sodas in this class." That's my impression of her. She sounded like she was dying.
Is this a confirmation that you beat old woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. But she was like, "You can't have the soda in here." And so I was like, "I don't care. Drink this soda anyway." And so she made me put it on her desk, which is annoying because I wanted to drink this freaking Coca-Cola. Boba Bola. And my friend, my little Mexicano friend, she wanted a sip of it.
Twin?
Yeah, twin.
Which one?
The cool one.
Okay.
And so we were in the same class. We were hanging out. I think that's the day we were learning how to tie ties, like neckties. And she was like, "I want a drink." And so she went to the desk and she took a sip of it. And because it was my drink, I got sent to the office too.
Oh my.
Going crazy that day. And so she was like, "Get out. Just go to the
You
office."
said it again, Peter. You're really bad at this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At least I catch it. Can I have the pencil?
Yeah, sorry for the cuts.
They're not cuts. They're just like
sound off.
Yeah, basically. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think I finished the story.
Yeah, you just got to the principal. I've never been there. Actually, wait, what have I? I've been there once and I totally broke down in tears.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was like middle school. I don't remember why.
Basically, when I went to the office, like, I told her that she was crazy, and the principal already knew that she was crazy, and so he was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, just go back to class. You're not gonna get in trouble."
All right, guys.
Okay.
I guess we'll cut off Peter right there just to end it.
Okay. What time were we at?
We are at 1 minute and 12 minutes roughly is probably where you guys are at with us, and I don't know why you sat through that all. I mean, let's get honest.
Hopefully
Two irrelevant teenage boys. I mean, hopefully nobody that's not our friend is watching this, because if you're a random guy, you're probably a pedophile.
Yeah, honestly.
To be fair, you just like hearing those deep/squeaky teenage boy voices.
Well, I guess that's it for us.
For today.
For today. We'll be back in like a week or two. I don't know.
Either next weekend or 2 weekends from now.
Please leave criticism in the comments, or come and tell me it at school, because like I enjoy doing this. It's fun.
Yeah, it's very fun for us.
And I kind of want to make it better. You know, I'm not expecting anything from it. It's just fun. You know.
If you don't make us famous in the next 10 days by shouting us out on, don't forget to share us on all your social. No, don't do
kidnap
that.
your mom.
Huh?
Kidnap your mom if you don't make us famous. That's a threat. That's a legal
Peter will
threat.
kidnap your mom, and I'll kidnap your dad.
Okay.
And your cute sister.
Stop. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you for sitting through the whole thing for some odd reason. I will see you in the next 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks from now. We'll be at Peter's house, so the audio quality might be different. We don't even know yet. All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.